Hi guys, top of the morning to you and all that usual rambling on that I do. Anyway, it's John with you, back again, Bad Irishman, and we're giving an update this time. An update on the Zvezda models 125th scale T-90, Russian main battle tank. And just to give you a quick idea, quick rundown on what I've been doing so far. I beg your pardon. Anybody that's been watching my bum has known that I've got I got this far with by Monday. Anybody who hasn't seen it, this is as far as I got at Monday's stage. I have a little bit more done now. The torch is finished, and as you can see, it is a very, very detailed piece indeed. Very, very detailed. Very nice. Lovely fitting. Everything fit in really, really nice. Plenty of clean up. It's got all mold seams on it. There's quite a lot of mold seams that have to be cleaned off. But they clean off very, very easy, I will say that, because that Zvezda plastic is so soft. Scraping off the seam line is no bother whatsoever. It really isn't. It's no hassle whatsoever. I did change out the aerial because I thought the aerial I thought it was a bit thick, if you know what I mean. It didn't look perfectly to scale, so I've got a bit of wire stuck in there. It's after curling on me, so I might have to get a straighter bit and put it in, but that's no problem. That's minor. What else I did with it? Behind the lights here, I used red enamel gloss paint painted at the back of the glass. On the blue ones, what I used was this stuff here, basically tinsel, I think they call it. I'm not actually sure what they call it. It's just little reflective, shiny, metallic-y strips. You know, they're silver on one side and they're either blue, red, green. There's loads of different colours on them. I got that idea from Schweinhund 227, Norm Lejeau. He did a video there and he showed using them in behind the glass, and it looks absolutely fabulous. It really does, because it gives them a nice little kind of a glint, as opposed to, say, the old-fashioned way of just painting behind the glass, which works as well. It's quite nice. But it was just purely I wanted to do both ways to see. Also, I didn't have red, but I could have, I could have waited and gone off and got a bit of red to do it. But I said I go ahead and I do the red with the painting and see how that turns up. So I'm glad I did it both ways, because I know which is best from now on. The red does look nice though, as you can see in here and here, and there's also another little light back here. And yes, I will be getting some masking fluid. I'll be putting in an order next week, and I'll order some masking fluid for covering up these little things. I asked a question on the bum: what is the best for masking up little things like that? I use the warm blue tack. Make sure the blue tack is nice and warm. It makes it softer. It does the job, but there is a chance of the blue tack kind of falling off, and for tinier areas it's a bit harder, whereas the liquid mask, it just seems good. So I said I'll spring for a masking fluid. So anyway, that's the turret so far. There's no more construction to be done on that, not more bits and pieces, and we've got the this much done for the tub. We've got the return rollers along the top. There's a couple of more little bits and pieces to go on here. Most of the armour is done on the front of that, with some extra little wiring and some, I don't know whether they're smoke launchers or what. Well, there's 4 of them on there. At the back of it, here on the engine deck, you get to use 2 different types of that mesh that comes with it, and it looks very, very good. That's a finer mesh up here, and you've got there's a grill behind it, and up here then you've on the actual, say, on these vents here, you have a more less fine, shall we say, mesh on them. And the back then you've got your spare track links and things there with the holders for the fuel drums. So everything is fitting in together and really, really nice. Loads and loads of tiny little parts and loads more left to do. We'll just have a quick look at the instructions here. It's starting to white out a bit. I'll just move the camera down a bit. There we go, and hopefully that will kind of zoom in a bit better with better light. Yeah, that's a bit better now. We get to see the instructions. Like I said, you start off with the sprue maps, and the little green marks are parts that I just mark it off as I've done it. It makes it handier at a glance to see if you're missing something or something you're leaving out till later. If I was leaving something till later, I have a different colour there. I have a kind of a pinkish colour, and I'd mark it in that. But so far I haven't come across any of them. There was our construction of the turret, which is 1, 2, 3.5 pages, which is quite extensive. But as you can see, it's quite extensive turret on it. There's the starting work on the lower hull. And as you can see, I'm as far as step 23, and I'm kind of I finished step 23 and I'm on to step 24. So 35 altogether, so I have another 11 steps to go, and then we're on to this very, 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 very interesting camo scheme. And how I'm going to do it, I haven't the faintest idea, but I'll get there and I'll do it. And it's like this: if it doesn't work out grand, I'll give it a go. If it doesn't work out grand, then it'll all be painted green and we'll do that scheme. But I will go for the camouflage scheme first to see how it works out. So anyway, lads, that's me update. That's as far as I've gotten on this beautiful, beautiful little kit from Zvezda. It's so far, this kit is turning out to be a lovely, lovely kit, and for the price, lads, wow! Check it out in your local, from who you normally buy your kits from, and you'll find out that it is far from being an expensive kit. Far from it. I think I paid something like 25, 26 quid for it sterling. So, lads, you pay 50 or 60 for if it had a different label on it, shall we say, if you know what I mean. If it was a Tacom or a Ming or one of those, granted your plastic would probably be slightly better quality, but as for mouldings and fit, can't fault it so far. Like I said, I'll give my overall opinion at the finish, but shall we say, it's looking promising, because all that's left to go on really that can create any problems is the suspension, the wheels and the tracks. So hopefully they won't give me any problems, and we'll give this the old thumbs up. Excuse me, because it does look nice, and I'd say it'll be absolutely fabulous when it's finished. So I'll leave it at that, lads. Hope you have a nice rest of the week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, and don't forget to give us a like, please, as well. Thumbs up. Push the old thumbs up thing. Stay tuned to the channel for future updates, lads, and just again, thank you for watching, taking your time out of your busy schedule to watch me. I nearly made a profanity there. The madman, shall we say? Not all there. A couple of bits missing. Not quite the full shilling. Yeah. Anyway, don't forget, leave comments in the box below if you have any comments you want to make, and I will get back onto you. So, it's John signing off, and I'll leave you with my usual thing. Don't forget, just go out and buy a kit, build it, and enjoy it.